I got you. Yes, it's chairman. No, 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 virus. Ah, ah.
All right.
Where's that? Is it? Ah, yeah.
All right. So last week we started with looking at the ads manager, and I believe most of you have gone through the recordings. If you've not done that, please be doing that. It makes it very easy to catch up on where we are and where we've left off. So on the two occasions that we've had the online sessions, we have looked at multiple places. This was one of the examples that we were using. We're doing using this example, the CM5. So I'll be building off this one. Today's lesson will be mainly surrounded and will be mainly targeting how to write effective art. So that will come up to like the copy, the hooks, etc. So before we even get into the writing of the stage, let me just break down one that we wrote previously, right? So let me just go into edits of this. I'm just going to break down some of the arts that we currently have here. So this one we have multiple arts. Let me just pick one. Um,
Who's that also brings in the money?
all right, so
Not only you work for me, say I'm funny when I'm
all right. So when it comes to the art, after we've been able to target the right people, we know who we are targeting, where we are targeting the part of Ghana that we are trying to reach. So let's say we are um promoting the live life product or maybe the business product, and we've learned about the targeting, etc. The next thing is going to be the creative part, which is going to be our arts, right? But the one that you want to be paying attention to is after you've told Facebook where it should send people to, where it should send the art that we've created. The next thing is, how are we going to stop the scroll? How are you going to stop people from scrolling past your ad? How are you going to stop people from not from how are you going to make people to pay attention to the art that you've currently published so that they can take an action? So that is going to be what you are going to be focused on. So if you look at this particular art that we have here, you can see that the hook says here that this tiny capsules has liver specialist, completely speechless. Patients are walking out of clinics hungrier than they walked in. And then we went into like the hard copy. Then so we have the hook. This is going to be the first sentence that you see. This is going to be the body of the art. Then we have our call to action. So the art has about like three pillars: the hook, the body, and then the call to action. And all this, um you don't need to worry yourself about how to write this on your own. We'll be using AI to write this. So AI will help us come up with the art. It will even help us come up with the hook, etc. So that's what we are going to be doing today. So let's take a separate product that we would be using. So let me close this for now. Let me just close this for now. Today we'll use an entirely different product from what we've been looking at. So we have CM fight, cholesterol, and then we have live life. Let's take something different. For example, let me look. Let me see if I have it here.
We are do or Facebook.
So Facebook Arts Library. I'm going to see. I just want to find out which arts are out there so that we can create our own art. So
Yeah.
let's take CM fights. Is that the right spelling?
There are one point in I look at the
All right, so CM fights. Okay, there isn't anyone. So let me just use Cemech. Oh, sorry, you cannot see my screen. So sorry, let me just share the entire screen. Is it possible? One second. Let me share my entire screen. So share my screen. There we go. So let me go to our platform that we have, so that I can get an image of the products that we are trying to sell. This is what we're going to be using. We used to, so Cemech, let me see, the shop. All right. So let's look at one of these products. Let's take, for example, we have one of these products that we want to create an ad for. So we have Entrocare, calcium or vitamin D, cholesterol. So let's say we are going to write an ad for Entrocare, right? So let's take Entrocare, for example. We are going to write an ad for Entrocare, and we want the AI should write there. So one of the things that I will do is so let me see if I'm on the right path. One of the things that I'll do is I'll use Claude for this lesson, but you can use ChatGPT. If you came to class, the office on Wednesday, CEO taught you how to install this on your phone. If you've not done that yet, after the class, you can install Claude or ChatGPT on your phone and you can follow along. Even as you are on the call, you can also follow along here. Okay, it says you're out of free messages. So I'm out of free credit. So instead of using Claude, let's use ChatGPT so that it's easy for everyone. So let me just go to chatgpt.com. So for anyone following along, go to Play Store, just go to Play Store and then search for ChatGPT. So if you go to Play Store, so Play Store, or if you're on the Apple App Store, you can go to the Apple App Store. And what you want to do is you type in ChatGPT. We are going to look for ChatGPT to install onto your phone. You can follow along as we are working on it. So ChatGPT. It's this app. Just simply install it on your phone. It has about 1 billion plus downloads. So just install this on your phone and then we can follow along. If you're on PC or laptop, you can simply go to chatgpt.com and you can create an account. If you don't have an account yet, you can sign up with your Gmail you can sign up with your Gmail or email account. So based on what we are doing, we have the product Entrocare and we want to write an ad for this product. We mostly know about what it does. So if you click on we have some information here. It tells us that it strengthens it strengthens the immune system. It supports the body's natural defenses, improves digestive. This is just the description of the product, but we want to create an ad that is compelling, that will stop someone from scrolling. So what I'll do is I'll take, I'll copy this image. That means I'm saving it into my clipboard. Then I'm going to paste it into ChatGPT here. So let's wait for it to upload. Awesome. So after it's done that, I'll tell it, this is what I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it that I want you to analyze this image and write 5 compelling Facebook hooks we can use to we can use on we can use for Facebook ads. So let me blow this up so that I can see. So what I did, I'm breaking it down. We have the image of the products. So if you don't have access to the shopping cart, you can go on to on the WhatsApp platform or on the Telegram platform. You take an image of the product. So what I'm doing is I'm going to tell it to analyze the image because there's some information on the image in terms of what the product can do, what it supports, etc. If the image is just the bottle without any description, usually what you do is you want to take some information here. So if you look at this place, you can see exactly what the product does, right? So let's do it step by step. So let's say that this is step one. We are telling it to analyze the image that we're giving to it and should write 5 compelling hooks we can use for Facebook ads. Once I've done that, I'll just click on send and then we'll wait for it to see what it's going to provide, right? So it's breaking it down. It's telling us what it's seen. Okay. All right. So if you look at this, you can see it has come up with some hooks that we can use here. This is not the complete ad. This is just a hook. Something that will stop people from that will stop someone from scrolling. That will make someone curious about the products. We want to create an ad that will stop someone from moving on. We just want to stop the scroll, right? So it says, struggling with low immunity or digestive issues, fix it at the root. With this herbal formula, your body will thank you for. Boost your digestion, strengthen your immunity, and feel lighter naturally or no harsh chemicals needed. Packed with powerful herbal ingredients, the daily liquid formula supports your gut and immune system. And if you say says why choose between gut health and immunity when you can improve both with daily doses. And if you go here, it says protect your body from within. These hooks in particular aren't really compelling enough. So what I'm going to tell it is I want you to go deeper and write hooks that makes people curious curious about the product and use language that even a child can understand. So what I'm doing here is the hook that it has given to me. This will not stop me from scrolling. It's vague. There's nothing interesting about this hook. So I'm telling it to like go deeper and then write the hooks that will make people, number one, curious about the product. And then I'm also telling it to use simple language. So simple language in terms so that it doesn't use language that only doctors will understand. So with this particular well then let's see what it's going to provide. So if you are following along and then you've uploaded your image into ChatGPT, you can see the type of fruit that it will bring up. So okay, these are some of the examples that it has brought up again. It says that why are people drinking this blue bottle every morning? This one bottle drink is helping people feel better from the inside. But how? What happens when your stomach finally feels happy again? Okay. This we are getting somewhere now. It says most people ignore this part of their body until it starts working right again. It looks simple, but why do people say they feel lighter after using it? So now we are getting somewhere with this particular hook. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to now tell ChatGPT to continue breaking it down until we are satisfied with the output. So from where I'm now, I'm just going to pause what I'm doing, and then I'm curious if you have any questions, or so far, like, are we following or getting what we are doing? So if you just joined in, what we are doing today is we are on the topic of coming up with compelling hooks. This hooks is what is going to help us, is going to help stop the scroll. So when we launch or publish our art, it's going to stop people from scrolling. They'll read the next line of our art, and then they'll take an action. The purpose of the hook is to make the person and the audience who have stopped scrolling to read the next line. That's the only purpose of the hook, is to make the audience, the passerby, the doom scroller, to just read the next line. And then the job of the body is to make sure that every single sentence is pushing you to read the next line until you take an action. So based on this, if you're following along, you can use a phone right now, whether you're using ChatGPT or you're using Claude. It's a mobile app that you can download. Simply do what I've just mentioned here. Right. So the first example that I did was, we told it to analyze the image, and then it should give us it should give us 5 compelling hooks. So we are going to do another a different one. So this time around, instead of only analyzing the image, so I'm going to upload this. Now, instead of only analyzing the image, I'm going to give it more information from the website here, right? So I'm going to give it more information, and then we are going to see how the hook is going to be different. So I'm going to give it again. I want you to analyze this image and come up with 5 compelling hooks for Facebook ads that would stop the scroll. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to give it more information about the product. Here is more information about the product. So we are going to compare the output that we got from the first one, from the output of this one that we are currently doing. And then I'll tell you why we are doing this. So we should do that. All right. So if you look at the examples that we've gotten here, you can see that it says give it the natural defense it is. Your okay, it's starting from here. Your body is fighting battles you can't see, bloating, fatigue, low energy. This could be why. Then it goes on. What if your daily tiredness isn't normal? Your healthy gut equals to equals a powerful body. Are you supporting yours? Most supplements don't work because your body can't absorb them. And look at the first one that we generated. It was a little bit vague. So if you come here to the first one that we created, without giving it further information, you can see that it says your gut is the getaway to immunity. Feel the difference in just days. You can see that based on, so this is how AI works. The more context, the more information you give to it about what you are doing, the better results that you are going to get. So instead of only telling Facebook that it should give you 5 compelling ads, give it a context. Where are you going to use the ad? How is it going to be used? And give it more information about the product. That way, it's going to help you come up with better results. Please, I hope we are all following. So if we are using AI to come up with this art, we are not going to just use the first outputs that we get. We want to use an output that when someone sees they are going to stop immediately, right? So that's one of the most important things. So by giving it more context, by giving it more information, so how do you get this more information on so we are building this art for that's CN So CN, you can go onto Telegram and then you look for Coach Miller's you see the Thursday's health talk that he has been given. You can take those videos and give it to AI to analyze everything Coach Miller has talked about CN, and then based on that, you tell it to come up with truth. Using more information is going to give you better results than you just giving it little information. AI is like an assistant. If you don't tell it exactly what it should do and how it should do it, it will give you any result at all. So for better response, for better output, giving it more context, giving it more information would be better. It's going to be more effective than only giving it less information. Please, I hope we are all following along. So based on this, so based on what we found out now, what we can do with this is what we can do with this. So we can take another example, right? So let's go and then take another example for a different product that we have here. So let's take maybe um let let's scroll down to something that I've not used before. So we have okay, let's use the cholesterol support as a different example. So we are going to do it again. So I'll upload my image. Then for context, I'll bring in what we have here. So first, as you've seen, I'll tell it to analyze this image for of this of a product we are planning to run Facebook ads to. So the context is it's going to be a Facebook ad, right? I want you to write. So whether it is 10, 20, 100, or maybe five compelling hooks, you can tell it to do the exact thing. But usually you want to give it you want to make it step by step so that once the AI gives you the better response, they can tell it to now go ahead and then create more. Let's say you are excited and you tell it should give you 100 compelling hooks. It's to give you the 100 hooks, all right. But then how do you know whether all those 100 hooks are going to be effective for the ad or for the audience? So you want to break it down into sections so that you can read through, see which one is going to work for you as the business owner. Then you build up from there. So I'll tell you to write 5 scroll stopping hooks. Here is some more information about the benefits of this product. And I'll tell it to work on this. So now we'll see what it's going to do now. All right. So you can see that the more you give it context, the more you give it enough information, the better your responses are. So now I will not be able to upload any image. Again, we are using the free plan. You don't need to pay for this. We're using the free plan for this particular app. So based on this, you can see that now we are getting better response. It says your heart could be under silent attack right now. Clogged arteries don't happen overnight. This is what healthy blood flow should feel like. And most people focus on diet but ignore this. Feel tired, sluggish, or out of breath lately. So you can see that by giving it more context, we have better response. So before I move on to the next section of what we do with the hooks, does anyone have any questions? Any question so far? So let me stop share. Based on what we have so far, does anyone have any questions? Is it clear to everyone, or is there any concern, or someone needs help? If you, okay, Mr. Steven,
Yes, please. For me, it's clear.
all right. Are you following along with your mobile, or you're following, taking notes? How are you following along?
Yes, I have the Chat GTP already, so
Oh, okay,
I just want to pay attention. From there, I can just go and then do the
awesome.
practice.
Awesome, awesome. So again, as I mentioned, you can have it on your phone, whether it's an iPhone, you can install that on your phone and then follow along. All right. Mr. Labi, great to see you here. Do you have any questions so far? Are we on the same page? If so, then that's great. So let's continue. So based on this, we can now go on and then tell based on this, one of the things that you'd want to do is you want to read if you want to read the ad that speaks to you, right? So for me, like this, the ad that is speaking to me. So let's use the cholesterol, for example. So we're using the cholesterol. No, let's use the CN care. This is something I've not worked on prior to this. So let's see the one that is speaking to me. So usually when what happens is I'm going to open up a new document and then I'm going to upload what it creates for me here. So I'll copy this, then I'll paste it in here. Then for me to have peace of mind, I'll just come here and then have this. So we have number one, number two, number three, number four, and then number five. So based on this, let's see which one is speaking to us here. So we have your body is fighting battles you can't see, bloating, fatigue, low energy. This could be why. What if your daily tiredness isn't normal? For me, this is speaking to me, especially it's calling out the problem that people would have. So I'll highlight that here it says sorry. What if your daily tiredness is not normal? This one too is somewhat also speaking to me as well. Then number five, most supplements don't work because your body can't absorb them. This one too is perfect. So based on this, so what I'll do here is I'll pick, I'll copy this. Let me open another document, paste it in here. Number three. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to keep myself organized, right? Keeping myself organized for when with using with Facebook, it's all about assembly. You create everything once, and when you get into the art manager, you're just assembling everything together. So it's like yeah, you have you're building a car, right? So you buy some spare parts from China, some from Germany, some from India, some from wherever at all. And then once you bring it to the workshop, you are going to be assembling. That's all Facebook is about. Since we didn't understand the basics of Facebook, that's why we went back to the basics of understanding the audience, the campaigns, the objectives. We learned all that. And this is the next step. So the next step is the arts, right? So this is like the hook that um I feel like it's something we can build on. So I'll pick all these three. Then I'm going to now tell my assistants that hey, this three hooks that has written is good. So we should have more of this, right? So let's see how it's going to respond. So I'll say I love this art for and I want you to write 5 more per each angle. Then I'll give it the art. So what I'm doing here is I'm telling it that, hey, I love the hook that it has given to us, which is number 2, number 3, and then number 5. Then I'm going to tell it to go on to give me more examples based on this. So let's see what it's going to provide. So this is all for quality results. You want to really speak to the AI, like again, like your assistant. You don't just go in, you tell it, you give it one response, and then it comes back, and then you start using it immediately. You want to really, really understand, you want to get more examples so that when it's time for you to test, you have multiple art angles and then add hooks that you can use. So if you look at this place, so the first one that we have, it says bloating, fatigue, low energy. This could be why. Then number 1, it says still feeling bloated no matter what you eat. Low energy by midday, your gut might be draining you. Number 4, bloating after every meal. So you can see that it has given us more examples. So again, as I've mentioned, I'll just take this as it has, I'll take what it has given to me and I'll post it into this document. So if you're using your Microsoft Word or whatever, you can do that. Usually you want to do this so that it's very easy for you to go back and then look at the outputs that you've gotten from AI. So sometimes the AIs can be taken down. Sometimes the service would be down, and it's going to be very hard for you to go back to. So when you bring it onto to an editing tool like this, it's going to be very easy for you to come on to do your edits, right? So this is like Microsoft Word again. You just use it for typing. So we have our different hooks that we can test, right? So based on these hooks that we've had, so the first objective, right? So let me open up a new hook, new tab here. The first, the first objective. I told you that we have Facebook ads, face, Facebook. So three pillars of Facebook ads. I mentioned that we have number 1 is the hook. Number 2 is the body. And then number 3 is your call to action. And then we have done what's number 1, right? So number 1 is looking at the hook. Then number 2 is, okay, how can we now tell Facebook, okay, based on the hook that it has created, you should now go ahead to create number 2, which is going to be the body. The body simply is going to be the meat of the art. So let me show you an example here. So if I go to this particular um let me see which one is performing. Sorry. 1 second. So based on the performance, I know that the top one is performing, and then the down one here is performing. It has gotten us about 261 messaging, and then we have this one at 120. So what I'll do is I'm going to show you like the different sections. So let me open this one. So let me open it. And then I'll show you exactly the break down the three pillars. So let me copy this, and then we go back here. So if you look here, this is our hook, right? So let me color code it so that you know. And then for the body, let me give it maybe this. And then for the call to action, let me give it green, right? So that we know we are on track with everything. So as you can see, the first one is our hook. The first sentence is our hook. And the meat of the art. So what are they going to read? What is going to tell the after they've read the hook is going to stop the scroll. Then the next phase, the next sentence. So from this to this is where what we call the body. So the body had this color, right? So we have the hook here, and then we have the body. So if you can see that this particular body is like the details about the product and then the benefits, right? And the last one here. So for more information, kindly click on the WhatsApp button below or contact us at this number. Is our call to action. So every winning Facebook ad has these three pillars: the hook, the body, and then the call to action. So now that we have understood how to create this hook, the next thing that we are going to do is how to write the body. And it's simple. One of the things that I usually do is I'll take an existing body that is currently working, then I'll tell the AI that, hey, AI, this particular body is working. It has been working for us for quite a while now. I want you to do the exact same for the ad or the hook that we've written. So this is what I'll tell it. This is the exact sentence or prompt that I'll use. So usually since I treat it like an assistant, sometimes you want to praise it a little bit. So this great hooks. Now we are going to move on to the best part of writing the writing the here is an example of the body I love. Then I'll give it this example. So let's say you're on Facebook, and then you've seen an ad that has stopped your scroll. You've even bought from the person. You can you can give it the body for it what you can give it to it as a reference. Usually, if you look at any artist at all, usually if they are building or they are like look, an architect, before they start any building, we have the foundation, the plan. This is the plan, right? So the plan is okay, we have the body as a reference here that it's going to use, right? It has already created the hook for us, and then now it's going to now work on the body. So the first sentence I told it is what these are great hooks. Now we are going to move on to the best part of writing the body of the ad you can write of the Facebook ad. Here is an example of the body I love. Then you give it what some example. So if you have an example here, you can give it to it, right? And then the next task I'll tell it is I want you to write 5 body variations. So let's see what it provides. So by the 5 is it's going to look at the hooks that it has generated and it's going to write the body to correspond to each of them. So let's see what it provides. All right. As you can see that it started with cooking nicely for us. These are great. This is great. This is great. This is great. So it's following the example that you're giving it nicely. Awesome. So as you can see, so I'll copy this again. And I'll paste it here. So as you can see that it has created what about 5 variations for us based on the hook that we have. So you can see here that we have what after years of research on combining powerful natural ingredients, we introduced a new breakthrough formula designed to support your body from the inside out. This advanced wellness solution is helping regain control of your health naturally. It is specially formulated to then the benefits of the products. So the products that we are writing for is the CN Care, right? The CN Care products that we have here. So this is the benefits based on the hook that we told it to write, right? So feel the difference when your body starts working for you again. And you can see here, what if the root cause? So you can see that with every variation, it has a different entry. The same for this. Look at here. For years, people have treated the symptoms but ignored the problem. They go on here. It says your body is constantly exposed to toxins. Interesting, like breakdowns for the body, and this is something that we would test. This is something that we would absolutely test on live on we'll test live. So let me write. I'll send this as well. Usually, from now on, what I'll do my best to do is as we are working um on the Facebook ads, I also create a document like this so that you can follow along as well. So Facebook ads masterclass. So I'll provide this as well. So today's date is 14/04 2026. So for those following along, you can also, so this is the body. So pillar of Facebook, 3 pillars of the Facebook ad. So we have this, so you can see this. And then the call to action is simple. The call to action is simply going to be for them to kindly send us a WhatsApp to click on the WhatsApp button below or contact us. But let's see what the AI is going to help us with. So I'll say let's see the examples that to come up with. So go ahead and write 5 call to action. So let's see what it's going to provide based on what it knows about us. Okay. You can see that because we've not given it an example of the call to action that we use. So you can see here, the call to action that we use here is for more information, kindly click on the WhatsApp button below or contact our number, right? Since we've not given that as an example, you can see that it has given us something vague, right? This is not going to work. So what I'll do is I'll take this call to action and then I'll tell it to rewrite this call to action and follow this structure. Then I'll paste the call to action that is working for us here, because our main goal here at Cemech is for people to send us a message on WhatsApp. That's where we are closing the sales, or sometimes they can call us to see if we are real or not, right? So this is the best hook, very straight to the point, very straight to the point, very easy to understand. And yeah, so if you look at this place, you can see some of the variations it has given us. It is that for more information, kindly click on the WhatsApp button below or contact us at this number to get started. To learn more and place your order, again, you can see it is giving us some variations. This is another great example or call to action. You are telling people exactly what to do for enquiries. Again, to start your journey, nice. So I'll copy this one as well. So this is our call to action. So this is our call to action. So I'll paste it in here. And that's basically it. So now, as you can see, the first one that we did here is we had the AI help us write the hook. So this is hook. This is like our base hook, right? The base hook for what we love, and then we got to we sat down and then we found out the one that we love. We saw that we loved the number 2, number 3, and then number 5, and then we told the AI to give us more examples from the number 2, number 3, and then number 5, and then it did its job, and then it provided us with more examples, right? So more hook variations, right? And once it has given us the base hook, and then we've gotten more hook variations here, then as I've mentioned earlier, we have all our 3 pillars coming together nicely, right? So our 3 pillars of Facebook are the hook, the body, and the call to action. So how does all of this come together? So let's take, for example, I'll take one of the hooks here that we've seen. So I'll take this. So this is our hook. I'll take this hook, for example. Let's just use the base hook for as the example. So let me go back here. I'll take this. So this is our hook. I'll paste it here. Then our body. Then our call to action. So I will go to my call to action. Then I'm going to pick one of the ones that we've written. So I'll come and then pick this. Then I paste it in here. Then the last one is going to be my call to action. So let's pick one together. So let's take number 2 to place. To learn more and to place your order, I'll do this. Then our last one is what? Our call to action, right? So now let me simply go here. So as you can see, this is how everything what comes together. When you are using it on, when you are going to upload this on Facebook, you are not going to categorize it as the hook, body, and then call to action. You are going to move it. But this is how it all comes together. You can see this: bloating, fatigue, low energy. This could be why. Then it goes on. After years of research, it goes into the details of the products. Then it gives people something to do. To learn more, to place your order, you can click on the link or the WhatsApp button. You can kindly click on the WhatsApp button below or contact us at the number. So let's bring all this together with a live example. Let's do the live practicals of how all of this is going to come together, right? So let me go, let me remove everything here. Let me remove this. As I mentioned, I'm not going to post this on Facebook. And then we also remove this as well, right? So this is the ad that we are going to be boosting. So I'll copy the entire thing, then I'll go to Facebook. Facebook, where are you? Yes, yes, Facebook. So I'll go to my Facebook. Usually, some of you, what you would want to do is you want to post this, you want to make it as a post here. So I'll make a post nicely, as you can see. So this is the exact practicals that we are doing live here. So for everyone following along so far, you can see that we've created the hook, we've written the body of the ad, then we even have our call to action, right? And the last thing that we would have here, so who can tell me what's missing after we've done this? What's missing? What's missing? There's something missing that we've not added yet. So what's missing? Who can help us with that? You can raise your hands and then help us. So what's missing after we have our test, our captions? What's left? What do we have to include?
You have to upload a picture of the product you want to promote.
Nice. Who is talking? Who was the one that
That's Steven.
please?
Nah,
Steven. Yeah, so Steven, thank you for that. So
yeah.
that's going to be the image of the product. So it can be the image or the video. So to get that, we were working with, so our product that we're working with was the CN Trocker. So what I'll do is I'll save the image. Let me save the image first. Let me post it into Mr. Von D's folder here. Then I'll go back to Facebook. We have our caption. The next one is going to be our image, right? Then I'll pick my image nicely. And then you can see now we have a complete ad. We didn't think about it. We didn't hustle. It wasn't something difficult. By using AI, we've had our complete ad. So simply the next thing I will just do is I'll just click on next. I'll post this nicely on my timeline. Let me just add my WhatsApp button so that people who get onto the page can click on that. And this is going to be our post, our post that we are going to boost. So look at how beautiful this is. Very nice, very beautiful, very straight to the point. And look at something here. You can see that the first thing people see is what is going to be the hook, right? And then we have the dot dot dot, see more. So if your hook is not captivating enough, it's not going to stop people from clicking on the see more to read the rest of the ad. So if your hook is captivating, is very strong, you see that a lot of people will stop the scroll. So an example of a great hook is what we've just done here. Another one is also this. So if you look at this particular hook that we've written, it's gotten about 77 likes and comments and shares. Sorry, 1977 engagement. We have like this breaking University of Ghana researchers just confirmed 9 out of every 100 Ghanaians are living with hepatitis B, and most of them have no idea. So in just 10 to 20 minutes, we have a complete ad that we can use. And it's not going to be only one. Let's say this is not working like this. You can have an A/B test, and then you can have different ad. You can A/B test the ad with the different hooks that we have. So let's say this hook is not working. I'll create a different post with a different hook that is going to, we will use the same caption, but we'll change the hook. So we are going to test and see which one is going to stop the scroll. By doing this multiple times, you'll notice how much it reduces the cost that you're going to pay. By doing this, you can see if you go onto our art manager here, for example, I love showing more examples. So if you look at this, place, you can see that I've been testing a lot of hooks. You can see that some of the hooks didn't even bring more results. You can see on this one brought on about one, this one brought about 15. So based on the hook that is working and not working, I can simply turn it off. And the one that is working, I'll simply continue to scale it. So this is how we come up with um hooks that actually convert. So any questions so far? I'll send everything. So putting it together. So let me name this. So this is how we come up with hooks of this, how we write Facebook ads that convert. And it's simple. We used AI to help us come up with that. As I mentioned, ChatGPT, you can use it on your mobile phone or on your PC or laptop. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, um, and then I'm going to take any questions if you have one. And again, I'll send you access to the document. From here on out, I'll do my best to also include the documents with what we are we are working on. From here on out. The sessions are going to be very, very practical in the sense that we are going to be building a lot of arts, and looking at how to manage the art, how to diagnose the art, so there's a lot of things we have planned. So please, when I post um, do make sure to come on, do make sure to come on here live. I'll maybe talk to the team to see if they can incentivize you guys to come to the sessions. If not, please, you know how important Facebook ads is to the business. So if you really understand this is what people pay thousands of US dollars for every single month. Businesses are looking for it. And you guys are business owners. You actually know the importance of Facebook ads, and I don't need to tell you this. So if you really get to understand these Facebook ads and how to write captivating hooks, before you know it, you're selling 1,000 bottles, and then you're scaling to 50 to 100K per month. And I'm excited to be a part of that journey. So please, if you have any questions, the floor is open. Any questions, please?
Hello.
Hello, Madam Messi.
Yeah, please. My question is, if you are a newbie,
Okay.
you see where you have reached, I think like you started somewhere and you are now at this stage. So
Yes,
if you are a
please.
newbie, how do you help the person to begin, like to also have an account on Facebook and get to the stage you are?
Okay, so for you, as newbies, welcome. We are glad to have you here. With the new people joining us, we have past sessions that we've recorded. So if you are on the WhatsApp page or the group, I would send that to you guys again, for you to have access to that. We started from scratch, and then from scratch to where we are currently now. So you can watch the past recordings as well. And if you are able to come here at the office, I can also help you set your accounts as well, and then you can catch up with the class.
But is there somebody I'm currently in Sunyani, is there somebody here who
Oh, Sunyani.
can direct someone to help me?
Oh, for Sunyani, that's a far place.
Yeah.
So I hope you're on the WhatsApp group. Are you on
Yes,
the
yes.
WhatsApp page? Awesome. So I'll send the recordings there. And then also please
Yes.
send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll also send you some video tutorials on how to set up the page. Since you are very far, just send me a message and I'll help you set the things up step by step. Let me see those who are not in our if you are not in Accra here. Everyone is welcome. Please try as much as possible to engage me on the group so that I can know where everyone is and make sure that I help you guys set everything up correctly and you can start making money as soon as possible. All right. Thank you for your question, Madam Messi. Who else has any other question?
Yeah. So, Mr. Alex, thank you very much for the education.
You're very welcome, Mr. Steven.
Personally, I have an old account, but it's been a long time I've used it, so I don't know if I'm on the right path.
Okay.
So I'm actually using a business suit. I don't know if that's the same thing as the manager, Facebook manager.
Mm.
Yeah, so I would love to also get in touch with you to get a new tutorials to know if I have to
Okay.
reset it or have to edit it or something.
Okay. No worries, Mr. Steven. For you, if it's an old page, no worries. I believe you're using your mobile phone to do this, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so with the mobile phone users, no worries at all. What you want to do is you want to install the Meta Ads Manager on your phone. The business suite only gives you access to boost the post. So in my past
Yeah.
sessions, I explained why
Uh-huh.
boosting the post is not the right way to go. So
Okay.
there's another app which is um the business Meta Business Manager. Install that and then you can follow
Mm.
along with what we are doing.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. So
Awesome.
you said my Facebook ad manager, eh?
Yes, please. So you go on to Play Store, enter in Facebook Ads Manager or Meta Ads Manager. Simply install that and then connect it to your account. You can then follow along with what you are doing. Awesome. Any further questions?
Hello. If I heard you right, does that mean that if you have an old this, you have to uninstall it and download this one,
No,
or
please. So
you have to?
the Facebook Ads Manager is where it's like it's where we are going to be creating and running the ads from. The business suite is like your command center where everything is located. So with the business suite, it has the Facebook Ads Manager, it has all the business tools that you need. The Facebook Ads Manager is a
Mm.
specialized tool where we are going to be running the ads, the campaigns from the business yields, it will give you access to that, but it's usually going to be boosting the post. Boosting the post in my past lesson, I explained that it's going to give you like some result, but not the best result in terms of return on investment for what you are doing.
Okay. Okay,
Okay.
that's fine. So I think that was what I used to use, but now I have the Meta as this thing. I have it on my phone as well, but
Awesome.
now I didn't know how to use that one much.
No worries.
Okay.
I'll do my best. One of the sessions. So we are taking it step by step. I believe at a certain point, I'll announce it in the group. We'll be doing it. We'll be using the mobile phone live as well. So for the mobile
Okay.
users that don't have the PC or laptop, don't worry. There's a section in my in my curriculum that has like mobile so when you get to that place, we're going to be using mobile throughout. So don't worry at all. We'll
Mm,
get there and then we'll take it from there. So for our colleagues who don't have
okay.
the laptop, please just hold on, but please come to the lessons to really understand why we are doing what we are doing so that when you get to that section, you'll be able to like just breeze through everything.
Okay. Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Okay.
one of these days, if I have time, I'll have to pass by so that you can get me through the ad manager. I
Okay,
think that one will be
please.
fine.
Okay, please. No worries. So I'm here on
Uh,
Tuesdays
uh,
and Wednesdays.
okay.
So
Okay.
Tuesdays and
Okay.
Wednesdays, I'm in the office. Then
Okay.
for the online sessions, we have Tuesdays at 3 p.m. and then Saturdays at 6 p.m.
Okay.
Awesome.
So can we do the ad manager maybe the next section?
The next section, we are moving on to a different topic. It's step by step.
Okay.
We are following a
Okay.
curriculum. So as I
Okay.
mentioned, the recording of today's session will be available so that I can watch through it again.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Any further questions? Mr. George, Mr. Fred, Madam Janet, Madam Alvina, any further questions?
No.
All right.
I hope the recording is there, so we'll forward it to people who are
Yes.
not who couldn't come to the
Yes.
meeting or attend to the
Yeah, so all the recordings will be uploaded onto YouTube. What I'll do is you guys will take the link and then you can share it with your downlines or your uplines as well.
Is it on YouTube or Telegram?
I'll be posting the link on WhatsApp, but I usually upload the video itself on YouTube. Yes. But the links will be available on WhatsApp. Yes.
All right. Okay. That's fantastic. All right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So if there's no further questions, I want to thank everyone for making it to today's class. Really appreciate you all for being here. I pray you guys will continue to be blessed as you continue to be a blessing to other people. And we'll see each other on Wednesday for those coming here to the office. And then on Saturday for those coming for the online session. God bless and be a blessing. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.